Metro Vancouver's fermentation operations bylaw was created to stop spent grains, fruit, and yeast from smaller fermentation operations from going down the drain.
The craft beer movement right now is exploding. So I think in probably the last month, there's been at least 4 new breweries that have popped open. It's really booming right now, and it's still not even that competitive. So there's lots of room for a lot of breweries to kind of come in.
It's becoming a real big industry right now. And we have now about 80 operations, including associations, distilleries, wineries, craft breweries.
Breweries use a lot of water. We create lots of wastewater, and we have a lot of suspended solids in it. And that tends to cause a problem for the wastewater industry more so than residential wastewater or other industries.
Those problems can include odor and damage to sewer infrastructure from discharges exceeding current limits or factors such as acidity. Plus, the significant volume of suspended solids puts a greater demand on wastewater treatment facilities.
Well, Metro Van's met with a few breweries, including us, to kind of see what's the problem and basically not just fine everybody, but work with everybody to reduce the amount of solids going down the drain.
What we're looking at is to get them to look after the wastewater, and so that we can protect the sewers from corrosion and odor, but also to protect the capacity of the plant.
I think a lot of the breweries don't really realize what the problem was, and now they're kind of getting the information out to everybody and trying to see if we can divert all those waste streams and keep them out of the drains.
Metro Vancouver sought input from industry leaders like Parallel 49 Breweries for best practice approaches to waste disposal.
The idea is, instead of just getting it into the water stream where it's very hard to remove, if you can keep everything segregated, you can put it towards energy, maybe cattle feed or compost.
For waste, we have about 6 tons of wet grain that comes out every day and about 30 cubic meters of wastewater that we deal with in general, and that makes 10,000 liters of beer. We collect all of our grain, and that gets sent to farms, so we do a pretty good job of separating grain from liquid and try to have the least amount of wastewater there. We fill a big red kind of holding bin that we fill up in about 2 days. Every 2 days it gets picked up, and then the farmer gets delivered to the farmer, and that gets used for dairy feed out in Abbotsford. Now we're keeping even our yeast and most of our heavily solid liquids separate, and they get pumped into a holding tank rather than down the drain.
The regulation requires monitoring of discharge, maintaining records, and annual administrative and treatment fees.
We're making sure that our bylaw is effective for all sectors so that we have a level playing field and that everybody understands what they need to do to help protect the environment, protect the workers, protect our infrastructure.
It's being environmentally conscious, but I think everyone here kind of can get on board with that. I mean, financially, it's better to keep these waste streams segregated because you're not paying giant fees to go down the drain. And you can segregate your waste and feel better about yourself as a brewer.